YouTube. Welcome back to another video on Master TV. I'm Rasmi.
And I'm Mason.
We are back with another video, and from the title you guys already know what we're going to be talking about. So today we're just going to be sharing our experience on this 1 year of marriage with you guys, and just, talking about our experience. And hopefully it helps somebody out there, or we're still trying to figure this out, because that's what life and marriage is all about anyways. But say what you gotta say, baby. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, if you're new, make sure you smash that subscribe button and like this video and turn that post notification bell on so you get notified when we post a video.
Now.
Okay. Alright, so it's not easy, but it's definitely the best decision I've ever made in my life. You learn a lot about not just yourself, but the person that you love. And me personally, I love being married. I love being married because she makes me a better man. She makes me a better person. And so it makes it easier for me knowing I have somebody that holds me accountable, and I have somebody that believes in me and that pushes me. It makes it easier. Now, you still have your own weight to pull, but when you have somebody helping you push that weight while you're pulling it, it makes it a whole lot easier for yourself, on yourself versus, having to fight. Because we fight with ourselves every day in our mind, like, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do this. But, having her around, of course, she makes me get up and she makes me do that, and I still have a lot that I need to work on, within myself. But when you're married, it's like you have an obligation and a responsibility to your spouse to work on yourself and to be better for not just yourself, but your spouse, your family, and everything. So I mean, I love it. And some of the things that we've went through this year, some have been hard, some have been bad. There's been times where, we were just scraping by, and there's been times where, we didn't have any worries,
Yeah.
But I think that's what makes being married beautiful, is you're working together, You can't say it any better than that.
I know you said you kind of summarized everything and said it good, so it's hard for me to come up, but I definitely have certain things that I want to say. But for me, the way I think about it is, and first let me go ahead and start it this way. Being married, it's amazing, as he said. Like, it's a beautiful thing, getting to, because it's somebody you love, so getting to do all those, having those experiences with them, the ups and the downs, good and the bad ones that comes, getting to fight along with them and learning about each other and knowing each other, it's beautiful, And we have had moments where it's not easy. Arguments, misunderstandings, fights, all those stuff.
Yeah.
All of those happen. It's not every day that it's all beautiful and good and you just, are so sweet and everything. There are days that it's not like that, and that's just normal. So if you're experiencing that, don't feel like, oh, I'm not supposed to be like that because it's somebody I love. Look, it's normal. Because even with family, you're like that, even with friends, you guys do have arguments sometimes. So why do you think you won't have arguments?
Yeah, but you don't live with your friend.
I know, but I'm just saying, exactly. Yeah, you don't even live with them. So
you don't sleep in the same
now
bed
that
as
you
your
even
friend,
live with them, it becomes, because even though you thought you knew them so good, but now you get to know them in a different way, because you get to see how they wake up, how they sleep, like all these things. But it's amazing to get to experience that, and that's how you get to know them more. And for our first year with this experience, one thing that I was very, very scared of was our differences, like how different we were. And when we were there, we used to talk about it. It used to scare us a lot, because we used to realize we are so different, and we used to ask ourselves, do we think we can even make this work with how different we are? And that's something that I was really scared of. But actually, that's what makes our relationship so unique, is our differences. Because we get to try to, to learn about each other, and that's what makes it even more interesting, and keep that fire in our relationship going every single day, because of that part of where we are kind of different, and I try to learn most those different things about him, and he tried to learn those things about me, which is what makes it so unique about us. And also things like maybe our culture, it will always come back to our cultural differences, because when you're married to somebody, like you gotta learn and know all those things, and those are things that we also love to learn about each other, interested in knowing about each other's culture. So all those things keep that relationship, you always looking forward to something every day, and not just sitting and it's just kind of like, I'm not going to say boring, but to an extent, if it's just like that, it might be a little bit boring.
Yeah. I mean, they say like, I'm married to you, I'm not married to your family.
Mm-hmm.
It's true in a sense, but I mean,
actually,
really, I'm married into her family.
Yeah.
And
if
she
you're
married
to me,
my
you're
family,
married to
so,
their family.
I mean, if you understand, okay, let's put it like this: if you follow a religion, or you have faith, in God, and you practice a spiritual life. For me and my wife, we're Christian, so if you follow that, then you probably understand that, or you should believe that if you get married, that's what it is. Now, only under certain, very, very certain circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
is it okay to leave your spouse. But even then, you need to, I mean, I know it's hard, but you should try to forgive and move on and let God heal your marriage. But for me and my wife, the way we understand the way marriage is meant to be, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm basically married into her family. So it's not, you might want to answer that, babe. That's a 904 number.
Yeah, I don't know, but
904 is
they keep calling. It's not what you think. I know this number.
Oh, yeah?
It's not what you think.
Oh, sorry. So, yeah, I'm married into her family, and she married into mine, and her family became my family, and vice versa. So, that when it comes to that, you have to still keep your boundaries. You have to understand that they are still your in-laws, even though you may look at them as family and they may look at you as family.
Yeah, don't always forget.
They're still your in-laws,
Don't get
so
too comfortable.
There is a line that's still drawn in that sand between you and your in-laws. Now, between you and your wife, there's no line, because when two bodies consummate, they become one. So between me and her, there's no line, but between me and her family, there's a line, and between her and my family, there's a line that doesn't need to be crossed. And you know what I'm saying? So
that respect.
Yeah. So for both parties. So just keep that for sure in mind. But for us, the thing that was one thing that we had to learn. We had to learn that the hard way, and not by any big, huge, dramatic situation.
Yeah,
it was just we started to realize that it was coming in between me and her. That that our families being too involved in, not necessarily just not our families being involved in our marriage, but us involving our families in our marriage.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Because by us involving them, then they will get involved, and then that's
so it wasn't like they were like poking their nose in our marriage or sticking around. It was us bringing them in.
Not saying you can't talk to your family about when certain kind of issues, but it should be that. Or if it gets to a point where you really, really, really have to, it should not just be any little thing and you think you can just go talk to them. You don't do that with marriage, because trust me, it's not going to turn out to be the best case that you think will be resolved.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that we have learned, and always try, either you can talk like to a counselor or
Pastor.
a pastor. Yeah, those are my first two options. But if you also, not saying you don't have that one person that you can always talk to, but I don't know, it depends on each individual, the way you feel about that one person that you want to talk about your marital life stuff with. But up to me, if it's not that serious, I don't just talk about it. That's it. If I can handle it, it's good.
Yeah.
And in most cases, I can handle it. So that's why there's no need I should be saying about it if I can handle it, right? Yeah. So, in marriage, so what we have learned is, the three most important things. You gotta be patient, you gotta be forgiving, and you gotta communicate.
Yeah.
So of course you have God first. That's just the first thing. That's what marriage is in the first place. Because if you don't have Him first, I don't know. It's not easy.
Yeah, it'll be.
Because when you have Him first, that's when you know that these three things that we're talking about will be, especially the forgiving part. Because if God can forgive you the way He does with everything that you have done, why are you holding the other person and you're trying not to forgive them?
Yeah.
You see, it's so hard because sometimes it's like, it hurt me so bad, but you gotta let it go because it's hurting you, not them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If you keep God first, I mean, you're both gonna. If you're both going to seek God, you're gonna come up to Him. You're gonna come together. But if you're both not seeking God, you're gonna be farther apart than you ever thought you would be. And that's something. Not only do we have to learn that, but we had to learn to keep our family. We had to learn not to involve our family in our marriage at all. We had to learn to communicate more because we're not the same person. We're both two separate people, so we have separate identities, separate personalities. So when you bring that into a house, it's tough to deal with at first, but you gotta communicate and work through it.
Yeah, because you're gonna be doing this for the longest time, so you might just might as well just start trying to make it good and good, making it a habit of making it good. That way you get
because
used to
it. The way we understand marriage, us being Christians and us believing in Jesus, you don't, there's no separation. That's why the forgiveness key is so strong. This is for life, so that's why I chose her, because she makes me a better man and a better person. So I love her to death and I love who she is, but not to say that there's not somebody else in the world that I wouldn't have loved, but I chose her and she chose me. Trust me, because trust me, love ain't enough. Love ain't enough.
Yeah.
That's just all I gotta say. Love is very, very important. You must love your spouse, but it's not enough. If all you do is love somebody and you can't forgive them, you can't communicate with them, you have no compassion for them, you have no attraction to them, you have love for them, that's not enough. I'm still in love with my wife, but I'm in love with who she is for me. That's why I chose her.
Yeah, that's why we choose each other.
Yeah, but this is all we got for y'all today. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. It's very near to us. If you like this channel, you're gonna get your entertainment, you're gonna get your advice on relationships, marriage, faith, anything
from our experience.
Yeah, from our experience. So if you need it, ask us and we'll give it to you. This has been another a video that's been asked of us, so we decided to give it. And yeah, you're gonna get more of us. Then that's all you need in your life. It's just a lot of God and a little bit of Monster TV.
Yes. You said it good, baby. But, yes, that's all you need.
So if y'all like this video, remember, hit that subscribe button, that post notification bell, so you get notified when we post this video now. And remember, hit that thumbs up button so you get us some more likes.
Yeah, and you also get
us some likes.
faces.
Yeah.
So yeah. This is the
But-
end of this video, guys, and we love you guys, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
Peace.